Will student loans continue to be paused? The United States Department of Education announced today a final extension of the moratorium on student loan repayment, interest, and collection until December 31, 2022. Borrowers should expect payments to resume in January 2023. While the economy continues to improve, COVID cases remain high, and the president has stated that pandemic-related relief should be phased out responsibly so that people are not financially harmed. The department will provide targeted student debt cancellation to borrowers with loans held by the Department of Education in order to address the financial harms of the pandemic by smoothing the transition back to repayment and assisting borrowers at highest risk of delinquencies or default once payments resume. Borrowers who received a Pell Grant in college and had an annual income of less than $125,000 or less than $250,000 during the pandemic will be eligible for up to $20,000 in debt cancellation. Borrowers who meet the income requirements but do not qualify for a Pell Grant will be eligible for up to $10,000 in relief. In the coming weeks, the department will provide more information on how borrowers can apply for this relief. The application will be available no later than the end of the year, when the moratorium on federal student loan repayments expires. Because relevant income data is already available to the department, nearly 8 million borrowers may be eligible for automatic relief. In addition, the department is making available a legal memorandum outlining its authority for these discharges. In addition, the department is proposing a rule to establish a new income-driven repayment plan that will significantly reduce future monthly payments for low and middle-income borrowers. More income from loan payments would be protected under the proposed rule. It would cut the amount borrowers have to pay each month on their undergraduate loans in half, from 10% to 5% of discretionary income, while borrowers with both undergraduate and graduate loans would pay a weighted average rate. It would also increase the amount of income that is considered non-discretionary and thus exempt from repayment. For borrowers with original loan balances of $12,000 or less, the rule would also forgive loan balances after 10 years of payments, rather than the current 20 years under many income-driven repayment plans. Furthermore, unlike current income-driven repayment plans, the proposed rule would fully cover the borrower's unpaid monthly interest, so that a borrower's loan balance would not grow as long as they made their required monthly payments. The plan would also make it easier for borrowers to choose between loan repayment options. The proposed regulations will be published in the Federal Register in the coming days, and the public will have 30 days to comment on the draft rule. A college degree or certificate should give every American a leg up on securing a bright future. However, for far too many people, student loan debt has hampered their ability to pursue their goals, such as purchasing a home, starting a business, or providing for their families. Obtaining an education should set us free, not bind us. That is why, from the start, the Biden-Harris administration has worked to repair broken federal student aid programs and provide borrowers with unprecedented relief. Miguel Cardona, Secretary of Education of the United States, stated. Today, we're delivering targeted relief to ensure borrowers are not placed in a worse financial position as a result of the pandemic, and we're restoring trust in a system that should be creating opportunity, not a debt trap. In addition, the department is proposing long-term changes to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program that will make it easier for borrowers who work in government to obtain loan forgiveness. The department specifically proposed allowing more payments to qualify for PSLF, such as partial, lump sum, and late payments, as well as allowing certain types of deferments and forbearances, such as those for Peace Corps and Army Corps service, National Guard duty, and military service, to count toward PSLF. These proposed regulatory changes build on the department's temporary changes announced last year, which will expire on October 31, 2022. Since the beginning of the temporary changes, the department has approved over $10 billion in loan discharges for 175,000 public employees. Visit the PSLF Help tool to apply for forgiveness or payments to count toward forgiveness under the temporary changes. The department is also taking steps to reduce the cost of college for students and their families, as well as hold colleges accountable for increasing costs, particularly when students do not receive good outcomes. The department has already re-established the enforcement unit within the Office of Federal Student Aid and recently revoked authorization for the accreditor that oversaw some of the worst for-profit scandals. The agency will also propose reintroducing and improving a rule that holds career programs accountable for leaving graduates with unsustainable debt. In addition, the department is announcing new actions against colleges that have contributed to the student debt crisis. These include requesting institutional improvement plans from colleges with the most concerning debt outcomes that outline how the college intends to reduce debt levels and publishing an annual watch list of the programs with the worst debt levels in the country. The Biden-Harris administration will continue to fight for lower college costs by working to make community college free and doubling the maximum size of the Pell Grant.